My name is Anoeka. I am the founder of the Business Analysis School. I'm the CEO of Any Consulting Incorporated. So a little bit about what we do here at Business Analysis. We provide business analysis training, AI, data analysis, product management. What we do is we work with professionals just like you to help them upskill. We don't believe that you're starting from scratch when you're trying to move into a new role. What we believe is that you're going to leverage your skills and experiences. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about me, but first things first, I am not an AI guru. I'm not a tech guru. I am an accountant by training. And then, of course, during my career as an accountant, I upskilled and I moved into business and data analysis and then product management, agile, and agile project management. And so that's been my career journey. And then later on, change management. And so over the last couple of years, I have worked as a business specialist consultant and then currently running my own consulting company with our offices in Lagos, Nigeria, Canada, and the USA. And we have students in over 90 countries. And so you would find people from different parts of the world. Okay, I'm excited to start. We've been on, a fantastic series on AI for throughout this year. I'll be having master classes back to back to back. And so for those of you who have been returning, you would see that, for the last 2 years for us at Business Analysis School, we have focused on adapting our trainings towards AI because we know that's where tech is going right now. So AI skills are going to become like companies asking you, do you know how to use Excel? Everybody knows how to use Excel and Microsoft Word right now, right? So that's what AI skills are going to become. It's going to become the norm for all of us. And so how do we position ourselves? Because we're already experts in our fields, whether healthcare, in banking, in engineering, whatever field you're in. And so how do you leverage your experience and skills to land global contracts? Because what AI is going to do for all of us is that it's going to give us opportunities to work with companies everywhere in the world, regardless of where we're located, without having any connections because of the skills we have. And so we're going to top up everything that we have with AI. So we're going to learn more about that today. All right. So right now, as you're watching this, there are companies in London, Dubai, New York, Singapore that are desperate to hire experts with your exact background. And by the end of this masterclass, you will know the exact 3 career paths that are paying experts from developing markets 6 figures globally right now. Put me in the chat if you want to learn more about how you can land global contracts anywhere in the world. So the specific industries that are hiring, the exact salaries they're paying, the positioning secrets that get you hired over local candidates, and the one certification that qualifies you for either of the 3 paths. We're going to talk about all of this in this class. So get your notepads ready. And of course, if you're a VIP, you have your workbook. For VIP, we gave you a long list of things. And then if you're platinum, you get to have a Q&A with me. And so we're going to do that Q&A on Monday. If we don't finish on time today, we're going to have a private Q&A session. All right. But for VIP, we gave you a ton of things that you would have. So for VIP, you have your workbook. You also have templates that would help you with landing contracts. Okay. So if you're VIP, you have templates that will help you with landing contracts and, of course, sustaining those contracts as well. So for VIP, you get the AI positioning workbook. You get 100 proven consulting models. So what are the different consulting models you can use in any industry? So those in VIP, you got that already. You're going to get access to the replay of this class so you can go back and watch it and then use your workbook at the same time because we're going through all the slides. And so don't rush to jot down everything and miss what I'm saying. So you use your workbook with the replay, take your time to study. And of course, you're in the WhatsApp group, and so you can ask us questions. And then those in platinum, I gave you a consulting proposal that you can send to clients. When people reach out to you that they want to work with you, you should send a proposal, all right? So I gave you guys that consulting proposal template that you can basically just change everything there and put your details. So if you're in platinum, you got that. And then, of course, if you're in platinum and you have a direct question for me, you get Q&A preference, all right? So just put it in the WhatsApp or send it to any of our staff or send me a direct message and you will get your questions answered. And then we also have a private Q&A session that we will be holding as well. And then we gave you contract negotiation scripts. So if you're in Platinum, how to negotiate your contracts, negotiate higher. So if a company wants to pay you X amount, how do you increase that contract value? So I gave you that as well, so you can command premium rates. And so if you're interested in getting any of that, upgrade now, because after the class, the prices for VIP and Platinum are going to go higher. It's just $47 for VIP and $97 for Platinum. And you're getting that at over 100,000% less. So if you want to upgrade, please put the link in the chat for anyone who wants to upgrade. All right. So tell me your current profession, tell me your location, and your biggest career frustration right now. What's your biggest career frustration right now? What's your current profession, right? And what's your biggest career frustration right now? Thank you, Adedamola. HR, Nigeria, getting a global remote role. I'm in accounts and operations, and my biggest frustration is how to automate the workflow, especially things that I like to repeat. Oh, that's easy. That's very easy. You can do that with AI and automation tools, and that's what we teach in our AI programs. And if it's for your work, your company can absolutely sponsor you to get that training so you can automate your work. Getting a passive income. Okay. All right. Flexibility to work with work to balance personal fronts too, and a remote role, passive income. Okay. Workflow automation, project manager, and men stack. Most frustrating right now is okay. All right. Got it. Okay. Having no reply after sending resume. Having no reply after sending resumes. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. All right. We'll talk about that. I want to tell you a bit about me. 2018, I was exactly where you are. Nigerian accountant, studied in Uniben, had a BSc in accounting, felt very stuck and undervalued. I immigrated to Canada in 2018 with big dreams, but no connections at all, right? I applied to hundreds and hundreds of jobs, over 600 and something jobs. And most ignored my applications, I got a lot of rejection. So I know what it's like to apply and keep getting rejected. I felt limited by my background and my location. People told me to change my name. People told me that, I should remove Nigeria from anything in my resume or my LinkedIn. There were so many types of advice. People told me I had to go back to school because I have a Nigerian degree. It was so much, right? So many things were happening to me. And so the turning point came when I stopped trying to fit in and started positioning myself as the solution to their problems, all right? So I needed to have a mindset shift. And then alongside that mindset shift, I needed to reposition myself. And you know what we say in Nigeria? We say package, right? So I needed to repackage myself in a very different way and brand myself as a global expert. Because the truth is, my resume was basically saying I was a Nigerian expert. So I needed to rebrand as a global expert. And I think that's the thing with a lot of us here is you're in Kenya, you're in South Africa, you're in Zimbabwe, you're in London, you're in Nigeria, but your resume is still showing that you're a Kenyan expert, right? You're a Zimbabwean expert, you're a Nigerian expert. And that was the game changer for me. And so being able to rebrand myself gave me the opportunity to land my biggest project till date. It was a $25 billion transformation for a credit union called Connect First Credit Union. It was a merger of about 6 different financial institutions, a merger and conversion of their banking system. Large projects, over 2 years on that project. And being able to work on that kind of massive project and to lead that kind of project as someone coming in from Nigeria who hadn't done something as big and as transformational back home, it shows that. And I was hired, I received an offer letter within 24 hours for that role. I had a fantastic experience in terms of the perks, in that role. And so for someone who came into a new country being able to do that, it was basically how I was able to brand myself. And seeing the opportunities, I started building my consulting company, and I've built my own consulting company to multi-7 figures globally. Like I told you, we have offices right now in Nigeria, Canada, and the US, and of course in other countries as time goes on and as we keep building. And for one of our brands, which is the Business Analysis School, which a lot of you might know, where we provide the trainings, we've trained over 100,000, way more by now, professionals across 90 countries. And our work has been featured on a lot of press everywhere in the world. So I've been featured in Forbes, CBC, CTV, Arise News, Fox News in the US, Arise and channels in Nigeria, CBC, CTV in Canada, Forbes, alongside so many other global publications as a business transformation leader and coach. And so I'm living proof that this works. I don't have a Yale or Harvard. I might choose to go and take a Harvard course when I can afford the time, not when I can afford to pay for it. When I have the time to dedicate towards that, I can go take a Harvard, Yale, Stanford course. But till date, I still have my university degree from Nigeria. I do have experience working in Nigeria. I've worked across multiple industries. I've worked in the law space. I've worked in automotive. I've worked in construction, oil and gas, hospitality, banking and finance as well, tech as well. And so all of these experiences, I needed to position it in a way that made me stand out. All right. And so I'm going to be walking you through the steps to this. So I'm living proof that it works. Now, let me show you how. Here's the uncomfortable truth you need to hear. And here's what's really happening right now in the world. The global AI talent shortage is real. 85% of companies worldwide need AI skilled professionals. They need what? AI skilled professionals. And only 15% of these professionals have these skills. So imagine the population of professionals in the world, and only 15% have AI skills. 85% do not. That's huge. And some of you here don't have those skills. $13 trillion economic impact will be expected from AI by 2030. We are in 2026. So in just 4 years, there'll be $13 trillion that will be pushed into the economy because of AI. 50% of all employees need reskilling by 2025. World Economic Forum said this 2 years ago. So 50% of the world needed reskilling. So not even to upskill, to reskill, meaning that the skills that 50% of the professionals in the world had before 2025 were already outdated. And we're at a point where so many things that you're doing right now will become mundane. They'll become things of the past. They'll become things of the past. We don't use floppy disk anymore. That's how much somebody gives you a floppy disk now, you'll be like, what? Are you still in year 2000? Are you still in year 1998? That's what it's going to be like in the next 4 or 5 years, because so many things that you do right now, they will be outdated because of AI. All right? So that is the opportunity for you, because you know that the opportunity is there. You need to become an AI-enhanced professional right now so you can earn 40 to 60% more than the traditional roles you're in. If you're in a role right now and you're not using AI, then you're already behind. Remote AI roles have grown 300% this year alone through LinkedIn. We have the data. We're seeing more AI roles. Most roles today are asking for AI skills. The same way roles will be asking you for strong Microsoft Office skills. So the geographic barrier is disappearing for skilled professionals, because if just 15% of people have those skills and 85% those don't have, companies are going to go to where those 15% are, regardless of where they live, regardless of their name. And so the question isn't whether this will affect you. The question is, will you lead the transformation or be left behind? Because what I see, and people have been saying this, is that especially for Africa, there's going to be a turnaround in the sense that companies in the West will want to hire in mass from Africa, because that's where the talent will be. And because we have the population too as well. But we need to know that we need to start acting right now, like right now. And so there are 3 career paths that are paying 6 figures globally right now. And you don't need all 3, you need just one. And by the end of today, you'll know which one is right for you based on where you are in your career. And so let me break down each path with real examples and with real money, how much you can make with each path. Who wants to hear about the 3 paths? Who wants to hear about the 3 paths? Put me in the chat. Okay. All right. I see you. Me. All right. Funke, Nathaniel. All right. Omar, getting funding is not hard. You need to have a very good prototype, have an MVP. People need to value what you have created and pay you. People will not invest if nobody has paid you for what you provide, your service or your product. So get users and then start to pitch investors. Start to pitch investors. Start to pitch investors, all right? So the first part is build it. Build it. Create the AI tools companies need. Create the AI tools companies need. Who is this for? Technical professionals, developers, engineers, data analysts, anyone willing to learn technical AI implementation. Are you a technical professional in engineering, development, computer science, data? Yeah, if that's you, put one in the chat. Put one in the chat. Building the AI tools. Now, in terms of salaries for people who are building AI tools, okay, Anthony, I see you. An AI ML engineer is making 120 to 200K $1,000 annually. Bashir, I see you. AI solution architects are earning 150 to 250K annually. All right, AI product developers are earning 100 to 180K annually because they're building AI tools. There are thousands of AI tools out there right now, and any one of you with technical skills can start to build AI tools. Companies are hiring globally for this skill. AI solution architects, AI and ML engineers, AI product developer, and as the case may be. In the fintech space, we have Stripe, Revolut, Paystack. All right, and at the time of building this slide deck, they had job roles for technical AI skills. Healthcare, Babylon Health, Ada Health, these are healthcare companies that are looking for people with AI skills. Supply chain, Flexport and Shipbob. Banking, we have Standard Chartered Bank, HSBC, Citibank. These are banks that are currently hiring for AI experts that can help them build their AI tools. Right? Case study, Adebayo in Lagos, former software developer, before making 3.6 million annually, about 7,200 in a local development role. After learning how he can start to build with AI, making $145,000 annually as a remote AI engineer for a London fintech. Transformation time, 4 months with proper AI positioning. And so he had to learn AI, add that onto his existing development skill. All right. Path 2, leverage it. You have to leverage AI. The leverage advantage. The lawyer who uses AI to draft contracts is 5 times faster than their competitors. Use AI and leverage AI. An accountant who uses AI for financial analysis and forecasting, or a marketer who uses AI for their campaign strategy or content creation will out-earn the person who doesn't use AI. And so every one of us should be using AI right now. Every one of us in your work. Nathaniel, for you, you need to start to use AI right now. All right? Monday, you're in the accounts role. You need to start to use AI right now. Automate things in your organization. Right? Fatima as well, you need to learn AI so that you can work as an AI cybersecurity specialist. That's how you need to start to plan the trajectory of your career. Real salary increases. An AI enhanced lawyer will make 50 to 80% more. AI powered consultants will make $150 to $300 an hour compared to $75 an hour. Strategic analysts with AI will make 100 to 200K versus 50 to 80K for a basic analyst. Case study, Dr. Amina in Abuja, healthcare administrator, before making 7.2 million or around $14,000 local healthcare role. After learning how to use AI, $125,000 annually as a strategic business analyst for a global fintech. Here's the key. She repositioned herself as a healthcare and AI strategy expert from healthcare administrator. Can you see what positioning can do for you with the right skill set? And so she learned AI, added that to her healthcare experience, and started to leverage AI as a strategic business analyst. And so she positioned herself as an healthcare plus AI expert. Now, the healthcare gives her the opportunity to work with companies leveraging her health experience while still knowing how to use AI. Part 3, consult on it. All right? Advise companies on AI strategy. Who is this for? Senior professionals with industry expertise, business owners and entrepreneurs, anyone who can communicate strategy and implementation. Why is this the highest margin path? Companies pay $10,000 to $50,000 per engagement. Companies pay $10,000 to $50,000 per engagement. All right. Most executives know they need AI, but they have nowhere to start. They have nowhere at all to start. They have nowhere at all to start. So here's your unique advantage as an expert. Your understanding of the AI, of the emerging markets, your resourcefulness, building from scratch. This perspective is gold to multinational companies expanding globally. This perspective is gold because you have experience, you know the market, you're resourceful, and you've built that experience. So real project values, AI strategy consulting is about maybe $25,000 to $100,000 per project. AI implementation roadmaps, about $15,000 to $50,000 per engagement. AI transformation advisory is about $5,000 to $20,000 per week. Case study, Michael in Accra, former business analyst, before making about 144,000 CDs annually, about 9,600, local consultant. Afterwards, making 1.8 billion CDs annually, about 120,000, having his own AI consulting practice. He serves international clients from his own office in Accra. Who wants to be able to do this? Who here wants to be able to do this as well? Put me in the chat. All right. So which part excites you the most? Put 1 if it's build it that resonates with you. Put 2 if it's leverage it that is your path. Put 3 in the chat if consult on it feels right for you. Be honest, this will help you customize the rest of our time. Let me know. So here's the problem, right? I like that we know what we want. Some people want to build it, some people want to leverage it and consult on it. The truth is, it's basically based on where you're at. So for someone who is choosing 2 and 3, you're going to definitely make way more money. Let me explain. So I mean, you can build it for companies, but you're in the technical role, and you're basically in a technical role where you're building, right? Part 2, and then you just have a salary. Part 2, that's where you're leveraging AI. And so that can position you for strategic roles where you're working with the leadership of the organization, you're leading the transformation in the organization. And so that gives you opportunities to way more in terms of pay, way more in terms of flexibility, way more in terms of bonuses or profit shares and things like that. So that's what leveraging gives you. And then consulting on it, you have multiple clients, they pay you for your time. You choose your hours, you give them your rates, and that's why we gave you all those things. We gave you the proposal template, we gave you the contract negotiation template, we gave you the consulting models as well. So VIP and Platinum, if you wanted to do 2 and 3, we gave you templates that can help you, do this. All right. So the problem is the traditional paths are very, very broken, and it is a trap. Most people think I need to get a degree to compete globally. I need to get an AI degree. Let me show you why this thinking will keep you stuck for years. Don't be that person who chooses to go back to school when other people are in the field doing the work, learning, building their skills, and you're going back to school to spend another 1 to 2 years in school. You're going to waste so much time. What you need to do is figure out the fastest path. I will talk about that. So traditional options are getting a foreign degree, or maybe going to university in your city or your town, or trying the self-taught method like DIY. That has a lot of cons and less pros for you. It'll cost you time, money, and opportunities. The world is moving so fast. In fact, these AI tools are upgrading so fast. I logged into Claude after a couple of months, and Claude was so different. So different. And so the first mistake is foreign degree trap. I need to get a degree from a top university like MIT. MIT programs are like $150,000. That's like 230 million naira at the current exchange rate, right? Oxford AI Masters, 80 to 100,000. Stanford certificate, $50,000. And, for us, we always believe, oh, it's the next master's degree, it's the next MBA. That was back in the day when getting a master's or MBA would guarantee you a salary increase, guarantee you a promotion and a car and a managerial position. That's not the case anymore. The world has changed. And so you need to have a mindset reset if that's what you're thinking you need to do. 2 to 6 years, the AI landscape will change so bad. When you're done with that degree in 2 years, the world has moved past. I have a friend who went to an Ivy League school. 2 years of her leaving fintech as the head of project management in that company. Sorry, VP of project management. She came out of school after 2 years. AI was here. She had no clue how to use it. She was struggling, so stuck in her role, working with a fantastic tech company. The last thing you want to do is go and put yourself in a school setting for the next 2-3 years. You need to actually do it hands-on practically. Use your experience. You're going to get into a lot of debt, no guarantee of employment. I know people who got masters abroad. No, I have a friend who works in construction right now. No guarantee of jobs. You get rejections. There's no difference between you and anybody else applying in the job pool. Visa barriers, you want to get immigration, your student visa. By the time you do all of that and you're still using the old curriculum, MBA structure, all of that, there's no job guarantee. And you spend a lot of years learning theory while other people are gaining real life experience and doing practical stuff. So imagine spending all that time, all that money, or putting your life, moving countries, doing all the things because you wanted to upgrade yourself. And guess what? You come out and you don't have a job. People have moved on. Is that a plan or a trap? Does that sound like a plan or a trap? Let me know what you think. I've been telling people for years now, this is not the time to go be getting MBAs or MSCs. To me, that's just a huge debt, huge cost. Hundreds of thousands of dollars right now. No, with AI, absolutely not. Second mistake is people thinking, oh, I'll just go to university in my city or in my country. Still spending time to go to university, that's still not the best thing. It's still going to cost you like $10,000 to $50,000. You still spend another 2-4 years. You're 5 years behind by the time you finish that degree program. You've never built anything real. You've only been doing thesis work. And you're limited to just opportunities based off of where you are. The problem is by the time you graduate, the AI landscape has become unrecognizable. You're entering job market with outdated knowledge and skills. There are people who are actually practicing AI right now who'll be years ahead of you. And so the worst thing is like even saying I want to go to a Nigerian university and go and do an MBA. I was talking to a friend yesterday. You have an MBA, Unilag. You went again. You're doing EMBA again. Why? Why? Sorry, you had an MSc. You're going again to do an EMBA. Why are you wasting when you should have just been learning AI? Why? So that mindset that, oh, bachelor's, master's, that has changed. With the kind of skills that we have right now, especially with the way technology is transforming and emerging, all you need to know are the tools, the frameworks, the best practices. And as it keeps evolving, you're evolving with it. So you know how AI works and you position yourself for the opportunities, all right? The other mistake that people make is the self-taught trap. Oh, I'll just learn on my own on YouTube. Then you enter YouTube, you get distracted. I show speed. You get distracted by Nigerian movies. All the movies there, everybody has a movie TV now. This TV, that TV, this TV. All the shows on YouTube. You get trapped by ads on YouTube. Name it. You get trapped by so many things on YouTube. YouTube will recommend the things that they know you like. So many videos, vlogs, and all those things. You get caught up in podcasts. Podcasts are all on YouTube now. So there's no structure if you're trying to do everything on YouTube, randomly learning, no clear progression. They say, oh, is this tool? You run and go and see if you can start learning on YouTube. Oh, this is the new one. You go and run and start learning. So you have no accountability. You just close your laptop and that's it for the next 2 weeks. No positioning, learning skills online, not knowing how to market yourself. No network. You're not getting connections to people, no opportunities being shared with you, no validation, no credible proof that, oh, I was trained, I got the certificate, I did this project. I think Ivy was talking about projects earlier. something to prove your true abilities. And then you're stuck. There's no support system. You're doing it all by yourself. So that's not the best way right now. So you spend years learning, but never implementing anything real. You know some theory, but not demonstrating true business value by creating something that employers can actually see. And so it just feels like a hobby. They don't think you're a professional. So the worst thing is wasting years going around in circles, being confused with no structure of learning. And so here's what nobody is telling you. Right now in 2026, there's a massive talent shortage, lower barrier of entry into AI. And so from 6 months from now, more professionals become AI certified. Thanks to business analysis school with our AI certification programs, more people are joining those programs and they'll get AI certified. And then 12 months from now, markets become significantly more competitive. 24 months from now, you will need years of experience to compete. And so, what do you want to achieve? What do you want to do? Right? So, here's the proof 300% increase in AI related job postings this year, just on LinkedIn. Right? Thousands of professionals are entering AI training programs monthly. So, your competition is rising. Early adopters are becoming the senior consultants and the team leaders because they're gaining AI skills. They are graduating from AI programs. Late adopters will compete for entry level positions. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be an early adopter or a late adopter? Do you want to be early or late? Let me know in the chat. Put in the chat early or late. Which one do you want to be? You want to be early, right? Imagine the people who started learning data analysis way earlier. Do you know how much people were earning as data analysts and data scientists? $300,000 back then. Pre-COVID. Pre-COVID, people were earning $300,000. They're working 2 or 3 data jobs. I had friends that were doing it. They had 3 screens, all doing data analysis. $300,000 jobs, $2,000-$3,000 jobs. Now, kids in secondary school can use AI, can use data analysis. They can do Python, they can do Excel, they can do Power BI. It's not so hard. So every month that you wait, what's happening is thousands of people are graduating from AI programs. They are getting certified in India, in Philippines, in Europe, in America, in Nigeria, in Ghana. And so the easy money opportunities get taken fast by those who are sharp. Ivory mentioned Bitcoin. Ivory, I didn't know that you were a crypto babe. You know, the early adopters. I had a colleague then, I was working in the bank, was telling me about Ethereum at that time and Bitcoin. I was like, I beg, I don't want to hear anything about this. Because I mean, somebody collected my money and I didn't even know the person took the money to invest in rubbish. They told me they're going to invest in gold, they're going to invest in this. So I just didn't want to hear about anything investing at that point. Because I was in school and I need money for my school fees, you know. So the early adopters, they say early bird gets the worm, right? So the barrier to entry gets higher as more people start to get the certifications, more people start to get skilled, and then your competition gets stronger. A lot of all those guys I know that were working those $300,000 data analyst jobs. They bought houses, they invested, they're good. I remember I saw one and I asked him, "What are you up to?" This guy told me he was taking a 1-year break. Who does that? And you live abroad in Canada, you took a 1-year break. He didn't work for 1 year. Imagine how much that guy made. Took a 1-year break. So the early adopters, when you get into that, because the truth is, it gets to a point where companies are willing to pay a lot for a certain skill set that the supply is low. But once more people start getting into it, trust me, you're not going to be the one of many. And that's what's going to happen very soon. And so professionals who move now become the leaders, and the ones who wait become the followers. And the real cost of these mistakes is 6 months from now. 6 months from now, you're one of those 2 people. Person A, who is the waiter, still researching the best way to learn AI, watching colleagues get promoted with AI skills, feeling more behind every day, still limited by geographic location, still earning the same salary while costs increase, and full of regret and what if thoughts. I definitely have my what if thoughts on Bitcoin and Ethereum, for sure, when they were like cents, Or person B, who is the action taker, earning 2 to 3x your current income with AI enhanced skills, recognized as a go-to AI expert in your organization, or landing consulting contracts with international companies? Are you person A or B? Let me know in the chat if you're A or B. Let me know if I'm talking to the right people. Are you A or B? Anthony is B. I knew Anthony was going to be B. Are you A or B? All right, I got a lot of B's here. That's good. B plus my own AI business. Yes, love that for you, Joseph. Lots of B's. Yes, we got to take action now. And so you're probably working remotely with global clients. You're confident in your future, your family security. You're proud of the transformation that you have. Which person do you want to be? B, of course. The difference isn't the talent, luck, or connection. The difference is making the right decision today, like right now. And so be honest with yourself. How many of these frustrations do you recognize? Let me know in the chat. Type yes in the chat if you felt any of these. Be honest, okay? You felt undervalued despite your expertise and experience. Put yes in the chat. You feel this. You're stuck in your current location with limited opportunities. Put a yes in the chat if that's you. You're watching others advance while you're passed over. Put a yes in the chat if that's you. Knowing you're capable of more, but not knowing how to get there. Put a yes in the chat, right? Feeling like you need something more to compete globally. Put a yes in the chat if that's you. Tired of being seen as just another professional in your field. Put a yes if that's you. So I see those yes responses that I've been there. I know that frustration. And that's what I'm about to share with you and show you something. What if there's a better way? What if you could position yourself for six-figure global opportunities in 90 days instead of years from wherever you are in the world without spending $150,000 on a degree? Is that something that you will be interested in? Who yes in the chat if that's you? Who here needs to reposition themselves? You know you need to reposition yourself. Where you're at and how you are packaged right now is not going to get you those opportunities. I had to show up differently. I had to speak differently. All right. I had to upskill, learn new skills, and I had to speak to the pains of the organization, understand what they needed, and speak to it. But not speak to it like, oh, if you give me this job, I'm going to do this. It's no, I'm going to solve these problems for you. When I come into the organization, I'm going to solve these problems from day one. I reframed how I spoke to them. I reframed how I tackled providing solutions to organizations without moving to another country, with proven battle-tested strategies used by over 2,000 professionals who have made this transformation. What if I told you the path exists and I could prove it to you in the next 30 minutes? What if? What if? So I told you earlier about the $25 million project I worked on. And the truth is, as an immigrant, it was such a strange thing. In fact, when I told a lot of people, oh, I'm new to Canada, I've just been in Canada for less than a year, and they're like, and you're working on this project? How did you get it? It was a core banking transformation, $6 billion in assets combined, over 120,000 25,000 customers, and it was the largest merger in Canadian credit union history till today. A girl from Nigeria came in and was leading that project. You can imagine what it took to position myself for that kind of opportunity. And so what was my role? Lead business analyst specialist and transformation consultant. That was my role. The result, $3 to $5 million in operational savings, and we were a finalist for the PMI project of the year. And that is no small feat at all. But here's the secret. I didn't get the project because of my degree. My degree is from University of Nigeria, UNIBEN, accounting degree. I didn't get it because I'm the smartest person in the room. I got it because I positioned myself as an expert, a strategic advisor who could see the bigger picture, who could tell that this is the challenge you're currently going to have. This is what you will have in the future. This is how I can solve it. This is based on the things I've done in my past experience. We're going to leverage XYZ to solve ABC. I started speaking as a solution provider, as a problem solver. Not, if you give me this job, I'm going to do this. No. And so here was a positioning shift that I used. Before, I'm a business analyst with experience. After, I started to say I'm a strategic business consultant who uses AI to accelerate digital transformations. And so whenever I was talking to companies, I was talking about big, large projects. I didn't talk about the fact that, oh, I analyzed, our day-to-day inventory and supply chain. You see people's resumes or when you interview them. I reviewed the requirements. I wrote down the requirements. I reviewed them. I documented it. That's low level. That's giving low level. That's not high level transformation, right? I documented the requirements. I created a requirements document. I put it in Excel or I put it in Jira. That's low level. That's giving data entry. That's giving entry level skills. You need to talk big. Talk about digital transformation. Talk about transforming in hundreds of thousands, in millions. Talk about things that are on a large scale. Because if you're going to work on that kind of project, they need to trust you. And so think about the projects you've worked on that are large scale. Think about the projects that you've worked on that created a transformation in the organization, whether it helped the company to make more money, save more money, right? Improve process, improve employee satisfaction, improve customer satisfaction. What were you able to track? At the end of the day, how much money did the company make? What was the transformation? So that's what I started to speak to. I worked on this project. It was a 1-year project across 50 branches of the bank. The bank was able to do this. Our budget was, $2 million. At the end of the project, after 2 years, the bank was able to, make $100 million. I was speaking in that way. Not as an business analyst, I documented the requirements, I wrote it down, I put it in Jira, I conducted the daily stand-up. That's still giving basic. So I started speaking differently. And so this simple shift in positioning was worth millions in project value and hundreds of thousands for me in personal income because I was making 6 figures plus all the perks of that job. All right. So the global positioning matrix, I'm going to show you the matrix, right? The exact framework that took me from immigrant job seeker to $25 million project leader. All right. I'm going to give you the steps. Step 1, skill amplification. Master the AI tools that will 10x your existing experience. You see, one thing I did, I went to look at all the 6-figure jobs I wanted, all right? And when I went to look at these jobs, what I'll do is I will look at what are companies hiring for, what tools are they looking for, what tool experience do they want, and I will go and start to learn those tools. I will pay somebody to train me. I will enroll in a program where I can learn it. And so right now, how are you amplifying your skills? You need to master AI tools that will 10x your expertise. All right? So that's step 1. Step 2, strategic positioning. Position yourself as a strategic advisor, not a doer. Not the person who takes notes in meetings, not the person who documents, not the person who types in on the computer all day. Change the narrative. Change from just a doer, people who do tasks every day. I tell my team this all the time. If you're not able to plug into a company's goal, you're just a task doer. Every time it's just activities. I replied the emails. I responded to the WhatsApp. No, that's not how you show value to organization. That's not how you move and grow into leadership. That's not how you get paid more. You have to be connected to what drives the needle for organizations. Organizations need to make money. That's how you get paid salary. That's how you get paid a bonus or anything. That's how you get promoted. And so at every point in time, position yourself as a leader. How would a leader think? How would a leader speak? And so strategic advisor is different from a doer. And so when I come into those interviews, I'm not coming so that you just ask me questions. I'm also asking you questions about your current challenges. And I'm giving you advice already. I'm showing you my expertise. So repositioning yourself. Your resume needs to do that. Your LinkedIn needs to do that. And when you show up in the interviews, you need to speak that way. Step 3, global visibility. Build credibility that transcends geographic boundaries. How do you do that? Your LinkedIn profile has to show strong global experience. All right? Show strong global experience. You shouldn't only be connected to people in Nigeria. You should connect with people in different parts of the world, right? You want to work with people in work with countries in want to work with countries in Dubai. How many companies in Dubai are you following? How many leaders and CEOs in Dubai are you following on LinkedIn? How many of them are you commenting on their page? How many recruiters do you have connected on LinkedIn? Have you done projects with international companies, international organizations? Is that on your resume? Is that on your LinkedIn? Do you have case studies to show? Those are the things that would help you position yourself for global visibility. So you're not just a local champion. Have you worked with international bodies? Have you worked with international consultants? Have you gotten training from your school internationally? How are you leveraging on that credibility? I can do a whole masterclass on just this. All right, premium pricing. Step 4, premium pricing. Command rates that reflect your transformed value. If you truly are this expert, your rates needs to show that. But step 1, 2, and 3 have to be done right so that your premium pricing is aligned with who you are. When people see you and you show up and you open your mouth to speak, people are not saying, oh, how am I going to pay this guy $500 an hour? Why should I pay him $500 an hour? No, you tell them this is my rate and they're paying you off. They're paying you in Stripe and PayPal. You send them your proposal. They're saying, when can we start? Step 5, scalable systems. Create repeatable processes for consistent high-value opportunities. All right? If you want to land clients back to back, you need a repeatable process and a system that would get you high-value opportunities. And so you find where's the best place to find it. Are you using LinkedIn? Are you speaking at events? What are the things that you're doing to give you that visibility that you need? Are you pitching companies? What works? And then create a repeatable process for it so that you have a way of getting clients consistently. All right? The framework has been tested by thousands of professionals across 90 countries. And so personally, it's something I've done and it's what I've been teaching for the last 8 years. Step 1, skill amplification. Step 2, strategic positioning. Step 3, global visibility. Step 4, premium pricing. Step 5, scalable systems. You need all 5 if you want to position yourself for those opportunities. Now, proof that this framework works. We've had students who've been able to use this over the years to land jobs, to land contracts, to start their own consulting companies. So many of them. Bumi, procurement specialist, she got her dream job barely a month after using my framework. Michael in Ghana, business consultant, built a $180,000 CD annual consulting practice, 0 AI knowledge, now serving international clients. Amina, strategic business analyst, doubled her income in 8 months, transitioning from local healthcare to global fintech. Sarah in Kenya, digital transformation consultant, landed an $85,000 remote role with a UK company after 3 months of positioning work. James, South Africa, AI strategy advisor, built a $150,000 consulting practice, 7 Fortune 500 companies all the way from Cape Town. 95% of our students who are landing these roles are using this framework. Because you can't just go and learn and pack certificates and go to classes like this and you're not now positioning yourself. Let me tell you this. LinkedIn has been a game changer for me in landing jobs and opportunities. If I wanted to land an opportunity next week, I know what I need to do on LinkedIn. The kind of post I'm going to write, where I'm going to engage, that will get my DM very busy. I will attract people to me, not even me going after those jobs. There's a strategy behind it, and I gave you those steps, right? Your average income increase is looking at 150 to 300,000 if you follow those steps and you do it right. So, are you ready to learn how to leverage all 3 parts now? Put yes in the chat if you're ready. Put yes in the chat if you're ready. Put a yes in the chat if you're ready to learn how you can leverage all 3 parts right now. All right, so I want to tell you about the AI Business Strategy Accelerator, all right? It's the only certification program that transforms traditional business professionals like you into AI-powered leaders with global positioning in 90 days, right? Not just another course, not just another AI training, not just another career coaching. Not just that. It's a complete career transformation system designed specifically for ambitious professionals from developing markets who want to compete globally. And so that's for you. All right. So join thousands of professionals who've used this exact frameworks to build 6-figure careers and consulting businesses. Because guess what? You too can do it. You too can do it. So what makes this different is Why isn't it like anything else you've seen? Most AI programs will teach you theory without practical application. They will teach you technical skills without business context. They will teach you tools without positioning strategy. They'll teach you knowledge without implementation support. And so they teach you something, but other key things are missing. Basically, all the 5 steps are missing. But what we have done is all the 5 steps, we put it into programs for you. And so you don't have to try and figure it out yourself. Learning AI tools, positioning, visibility, all of that, everything, support, everything is all put into the program for you. And so the accelerator gives you practical AI skills you can implement immediately, business context that makes you valuable to employers, that you can show as proof of work you've done, strategic positioning that commands premium rates, done with you implementation with real support, global job placement assistance and network access, and lifetime community of successful professionals. This is the bridge between where you are right now to where you want to be. And so we have 3 specialized tracks for different career goals. 3 tracks, right? 1, 2, 3, 3 tracks. The first track is the Certified AI Business Analyst. We don't do basic over here. We're AI powered, okay? So everything we do here is focused on leveraging AI, and this is perfect for professionals who are starting out their career, earning anywhere between $30,000 to $75,000, wanting to 2x their income. We have the Certified AI Business Strategist for professionals earning $75,000 to $150,000 a year, ready for executive leadership roles. While I know that some of you, especially us in Africa, you might not be earning anywhere near this, I'll tell you this. For the Certified AI Business Analyst, you're basically someone who has 0 to 4 years of work experience, right? 0 to 4 or 5 years of work experience, starting out in your career, and you're ready to elevate, right? To reskill and upskill. Certified AI Business Strategist, you're someone with about 4 to 8 years of work experience, and you're ready to move into a leadership position, right? You want to lead with AI and lead digital transformation in your organization. This is perfect for you. The Certified AI Consultant is perfect for high earners. So people who are experienced, they're already high earners, they want to build their own consulting empires. And so each tier is specially designed for your current income level, career aspirations, whatever the case may be. So a Certified AI Consultant already has at least 10 years of experience. They've built experience in an industry, in frameworks. And so they want to be known as the go-to expert and consultant in their industry. And so, based off of this, which tier are you best positioned for? Put it in the chat. Let me know. We have tier 1, 2, and 3. Put it in the chat. Let me know. Larry Waju says 3. Kingsley says tier 3. Put it in the chat. Barshu, where are you? Joseph says 3. Omar 1. Evelyn 2, 3. Okay, Campbell says 3. Bashil 3. Okay, Campbell says 2. Bashil 3. Joseph 3. All right. Prince 1 and 2. Anthony 2. Titi 2 and 3. All right. Okay. Now, let me give you a detailed breakdown for each tier. And so the first tier is Certified AI Business Analysts. These are basically a foundation track for career transformation. So business analysts, professionals, business professionals who want to become irreplaceable, currently earning, anywhere less than, 80,000 a year, wanting to double their income. They are career-focused individuals seeking a clear promotion pathway, or anyone just tired of being another analyst, right? And so within this program, you're going to get access first to AI training in AI and automation. And then once you finish your training in AI automation, you move into your business analysis training. And so we train you in AI first, and then we train you in business analysis. So you get to learn all the modules in business analysis for the BABOK, so you can write your certification in business analysis, and you get practical business analysis training as well. And so you become AI certified and business analysis certified at the end of this program, okay? So within the AI program, we have the core modules of AI transformation and mindset foundation, anytime workflow automation mastery, advanced anytime deployment, API integration and credential setup, advanced prompt engineering, intelligent news and information agents, appointments and scheduling automation, calendar and event meeting intelligence, email assistant and communication hub, multi-agent system architecture, how to create AI agents and set up an architecture for the whole organization, Someone was mentioning that he needs to do something like this. I can't remember who was that, but someone said that in the chat, right? So being able to automate everything in your organization, customer support automation, and then how to monetize this skill you've learned and career acceleration. So how to use this at work, and then how you can monetize it and do the same for other companies, right? So the skills you're learning, we want you to be able to monetize it. Somebody talked about, oh, a second income, a passive income, all of that. This is the goal. This is what you're going to be able to achieve, because if you learn this, you can do this for other small businesses, medium-sized businesses that can't afford consultants. You can do this for them. All right. You get live coaching support, weekly group sessions. Our classes hold on Saturdays, live Q&A with your instructors, group problem solving, advanced technique workshop, industry-specific applications, career coaching as well. And so you get live training with your coach. You get to work on a project. We grade you. Attendance is required. So it's not something you just pay for and you log in whenever. It's live training, like we teach you. And career coaching as well. So your resume, your LinkedIn, interview preparation, all of that, you get classes on that as well. We coach you on how to do it. And then we also have access to your career coach that's going to have a private one-on-one career coaching session with you for your job search strategy. And so you have to win. Like, we want you to win. And so that's how it's structured. So you get the monthly session with your career coach. So we're going to help you with your career advancement, from your LinkedIn to your resume to interview prep, salary negotiation, all of that. And of course, you get access to our alumni community. And so in there, we're posting jobs. We're helping you with anything you need. Your IIBA application, we help you with the application so you can get approved. We do it for you. So a lot of things we do for you, a lot of things you also have to learn in class. And then you do your graduation. Our goal is that you complete this and you're able to upskill to the point where you can, land these opportunities globally. All right. We also have a bonus course as well, called International Job Search Program. And so this helps you to land jobs internationally, right? Where we have an international job search coach who trains you on how to land jobs internationally. So resume and portfolio enhancement, interview coaching, salary negotiation, and all of that, job search strategy, job postings, we give you all of this as bonuses. And then for the program, when you pay in full, you get 4 bonus certifications. You get 4 bonus certifications from us, paid for you, right? Scrum for operations and DevOps fundamentals, Kanban with essentials with AI, OKR fundamentals with AI, business analysis fundamentals with AI. You get these 4 certifications as your bonus. So you get these 4 certifications as your bonus. Okay, so Chiamaka has put information in the chat. You can chat with her on WhatsApp. You can call her phone number, whichever. She's available to chat with you as the advisor from the Business Analysis School. You get access to our community, our private alumni network, get to meet other alumni from the school, connect with them. You can also join our ambassador program if you're selected. We have, sessions with your coaches. You get peer mentorship, and of course, success showcase platform as well. Every month we highlight our success, and our ambassadors and our spotlights from the school. Within this time, you're going to master AI tools for business analysis. You're going to implement business automations. You're going to position yourself as an internal AI expert in your organization. And what we want you to do is get that salary increase, whether it's going to be in your organization, show them that you've gotten that training, show them how to use AI, get promoted, or land that new job that you want, okay? So tier 2 is the executive track. I want to move into leadership. I want to position myself for leadership in my organization, manager, director, VP, whatever it is. I want to lead transformation in my organization or in another organization. Tier 2 is for you. And so it's for senior professionals, earning great salary, but want to move into leadership and executive roles. Managers wanting to lead AI transformation initiatives, strategic thinkers who are targeting C-level positions, ambitious professionals ready for thought leadership. All right? And so you get everything in tier 1. You get the AI training, right? And in addition, you get AI training. You get, if you want the business analyst training, you can get it as well. We give you that. And then in addition, you get the executive training model. So advanced AI strategy development, enterprise AI, architecture design, AI governance frameworks and compliance, do transformation leadership, innovation management and culture creation, executive presence training, how to show up as a leader, communication skills for C-level, leadership presence development, media training, crisis communication management. You get all of that. The things that will position you for leadership and how to show up differently as a leader as you're leading with AI. And so for that, the certified AI business strategist. For communication mastery, you learn storytelling, narrative development, data visualization, persuasive presentation techniques, cross-cultural communication skills, and more. Also, you get access to our private group for everyone within the program. As well, talk about how to leverage your skills. If you want to win awards, get on boards. I give you the strategies. I've won over 20 awards. How to get media as well. What are the things to do to start to position yourself so you can get invited as a panelist to speak at conferences, to speak as a media guest? All these things are available. And you have the opportunity to ask me those questions. I'm going to teach you how I've done it over the years. And so we want you to increase your salary, become a thought leader, become an industry recognized expert, and have a path to C-level executive positions. Be able to show strategic impact with measurable business transformation. You need to stop speaking like an entry-level task doer who replies emails, who writes, who writes emails, who documents things, who does only what they're told. No, you show up as someone who changes the narrative by showing how they transform organizations, by showing how they increase ROI for the organization, how they save costs, how they're aligned with the strategy of the organization. That's a different mindset. That's a different way of showing up, okay? The third is the certified AI consultant, and that is the empire builder. You're building your empire for entrepreneurial success. So this is for high-end professionals ready for entrepreneurship, experienced consultants who want to dominate the AI market, business leaders ready to build consulting empires, and visionaries targeting $500,000 annual revenue businesses. This is for those kind of people. They have a wealth of experience already in their professional journey, and they're ready to take that experience and show up as a consultant and build out their own consulting practice and make more money. And so you get access to everything in tiers 1 and 2. You take what you need in any of those programs. If you needed to join any of the classes in there, you're free to take any of the classes in there that you feel are beneficial for you. But within the certified consultant program, you get complete business setup training. So how to set up and register your business, legal setup, the things you need. We're going to guide you through it. We won't do it for you. You do it yourself wherever you are. But we'll guide you through brand development and identity creation, website and digital platform development, legal document library and compliance. We share our documents with you. As you can tell, just for people who got the VIP and platinum, we give you quality templates for you to use. Client acquisition frameworks, sales funnel development and automation, lead generation and prospect identification, proposal writing mastery for high-value contracts, client relationship management systems, done with you business launch. We help you get your first client. Your first client is on your phone. This is where your first client is. How to land your first client on your phone, right? We did that program. I'm telling you, your first client is on your phone. Service delivery setup and optimization, quality management systems, financial management and accounting setup. It's not just how to set up the practice, how to ensure it's profitable, how to ensure you give quality and great customer service. For us, our satisfaction score is 95%. My goal is to get that to 98 and 99% as a company. It takes a lot of work, a lot of training. How to do that for your own organization, how to keep your customers happy. All right, we get access to mastermind sessions with myself and other entrepreneurs, peer-to-peer collaboration, industry expert access, and strategic planning retreats and intensives for us. Marketing automation systems, how to set up a complete marketing stack for your lead generation so you keep getting people who want what you sell, and of course, be able to turn clients every other day. Content marketing and thought leadership platform, how to use your content and to show up as a thought leader online, social media automation and SEO optimization, CRM and project management setup. So CRM setup, your client management systems, project management, team collaboration tools, time tracking, billing to ensure that you're profitable. And then within the consulting program, we have revenue share opportunities for the businesses who you can partner with us for opportunities, some joint ventures and collaboration with us, referral commission programs, licensing and investment opportunities, If you were to license any of our trainings, you can take it and go and deliver it. You pay us a licensing fee. If the opportunities where we can't deliver it and you have the skill set or I'm not available to deliver it, I can always refer any of our consultants to those opportunities. We are also building, it's literally almost ready, a hub for all our certified consultants, certified strategists, and certified business analysts, where companies can come and hire certified AI professionals. I can't wait. It's going to be fantastic. And so everyone who goes to this program gets a verified profile on that website. All right, on that website, that we're building. And so our goal is that in 24 months, you have a company that's giving you $500,000 in revenue. You're dominating your industry. You've dominated your market. You have multiple revenue streams. Your business is growing. You're scaling your systems and your business for continued growth. Now, let's talk about investment options. I know you're thinking, how much is this program? How much does it cost? The truth is, this is an easier and faster way compared to going to the university. If you do an MIT program of $150,000, 4 to 6 years, you're all on theory, no job guarantee. However, if you wanted to do a consulting route, McKinsey AI Consulting, they are getting paid $50,000 per engagement. Individual executive coaching, $50,000 to $100,000 per hour. Custom corporate training, $25,000 to $100,000 per program. The DIY route, the time and cost, 2 to 3 years of trial and error, trying it out yourself with no guidance, no coaching, no support. Opportunity cost is $100K to $300K in missed income when you're trying to figure it out yourself. And your success rate is lower than 10%. What if I told you you could get all better results with all 3 options in the fraction of the time for a fraction of the cost with guaranteed outcomes and ongoing support? Is that something that you'd be interested in? Put a yes in the chat if that's you. Put a yes in the chat if that's you. What if I told you that was possible for you today? What if I told you that was possible for you today? Mind-blowing. Kingston says, of course. Yes, of course. So for the certified AI business analyst, you're getting all the core training modules, life coaching and support, resources and material, career coaching and acceleration bonuses, and of course, exclusive community access. In total value for everything in that certified AI business analyst program is $10,750. But you're not going to pay that. No. If you're to get this training from McKinsey, it's like $50,000. That's what they'll charge your company. If you're to hire individual coaches, like $25,000. If you're to build it yourself and learn yourself, maybe 2 to 3 years, maybe $100,000 lost. But you're not paying $50,000. You're not paying $25,000. No. You're not even paying $10,000. Absolutely not. For tier 1, your investment today, regular investment is $2,997, but for today only, it is $1,997. Only $1,997. And we have payment plan options. And so if that's something you wanted, you can do that. When you pay in full, you get the 4 bonus AI certification bundle. I showed you that earlier. The 4 AI certifications, you get that when you pay in full. The Scrum for Operations and DevOps Fundamentals, Kanban Essentials with AI, OKR Fundamentals with AI, and Business Fundamentals with AI. When you pay in full for any of the tiers, you get all the 4 bundles for free. You get them for free as a bonus to you, because we want you to be the most qualified person in every room you walk in, every conversation you have. You carry your head high in confidence, all right? In confidence. And so that's for certified AI business analysts, all right? And you still get bonuses. The AI tools you're using, we're going to make sure during your classes, we help you with your setup, LinkedIn profile optimization, global contract blueprint templates, and access to the community. You get all these bonuses, all right? You get all these bonuses. The certified AI business strategist, you get everything in tier 1. If you want to take any of the BA programs, you can. You still get the AI training as well. You get the executive strategist training, coaching and support, executive access, the tools, everything. The total value is over $26,000. If you have to take executive coaching, that's over $100,000. If you have to join an elite mastermind, that's $50,000 annually. If you have to hire a strategy consultant, that's $150,000 annually. But you're not paying $100,000. You're not paying $50,000. Your investment today in the Certified AI Business Strategist program typically is $4,997, but for today only, it is $2,997. It is $2,997. All right. And so you pay in full, you get the four free certification. We also have 2, 3, and 4 month payment plan for all the tiers. And so if you want us to do a payment plan, you can. If you paid in full, you get the bonus certifications valued at $1,000 already. Okay, so all of these things plus the bonuses you get when you enroll, personal brand audit sessions, LinkedIn optimization, picking opportunity, media kit. I talked about that, how to get those opportunities, executive mastermind access, all of that. All those bonuses, over $4,500 in extra bonuses for everyone on this class today. Isn't that amazing? And then for the certified AI consultant, you get everything in tier 1 and 3. You get the AI training as well. You get access to the certified business strategist. You can take any of the classes in there if you wanted. And you get access to the coaching. I'm going to be taking coaching sessions myself with all our other coaches. So you're going to see me in class in some of those classes. And you get access to me. Typically, my one-on-one trainings start from $10,000. And if I was going to do a 30-minute session, it's $1,000. And so you're getting all of this for more because you're joining this program. Okay? Global expansion support, empire building bonuses, all of the things in the Certified AI Consultant program are over $69,000. If you're to hire McKinsey to build your consulting practice, you're paying them over $500,000. If you have to get this level of business coaching anywhere else, it's over $200,000. And if you have to build the systems yourself, it can take you 3 to 5 years, over $500K lost. You're not paying $500,000, you're not paying $200,000, nothing like that. Your investment in the Certified AI Business Consulting Program, ideally it's about $12,997. But today only you get access for $4,997. When you pay in full, you get the 4 free certifications bonus as well. All right? When you join with the payment plan, you don't get the bonuses, but you're able to spread your payments for 2, 3, and 4 months. All right? Again, done with you business setup, first client acquisition, personal brand campaign, revenue share opportunity access, entrepreneur network access. You get access to all of these bonuses plus more. All right? So compare your options. We're going to go back and get a degree. That's many years, over 150,000. You're learning theory, you're in depth, there's no guarantees. Self-teaching, trying to find out everything on YouTube and TikTok. 2 to 3 years of figuring out, time wasted, money lost, less success rates, all right? Less than 10% success rate, no guarantees. McKinsey Consulting, per project, if you want to work with McKinsey, you're expensive, at least $50,000 to start to work with them, maybe even more. There's not so much they can do for you, because you're not a high-level client. However, with this accelerator, within the next 90 to 120 days, you're going to learn AI, you're going to learn business analysis or business strategy or business consulting. That's what we want you to achieve, all right? And so the programs are starting at $1,997 to $4,997, a super fraction of the cost for a complete transformation. And for the level of access and support you get in here is second to none. And so the choice is obvious. When you see like this, the choice is obvious. And so right now, we're in March 2026. There's a massive AI talent shortage globally. There's a low barrier to entry right now for skilled professionals like you. Companies are desperate for AI expertise. And 6 months from now, there will be thousands of people who are AI certified. The competition starts to increase and it will be harder to stand out in the market. And so you have the first mover advantage because you're one of the few people who is aware of this. 12 months from now, the market becomes saturated with AI professionals. Only the most experienced get premium opportunities. Entry-level positions become highly competitive. 24 months from now, you will need years of AI experience to compete. The easy money opportunities will be gone. All right? And you'll be starting from behind while others are leading. Proof that this is already happening. According to LinkedIn, 300% increase in AI job postings only this year. McKinsey report says $13 trillion economic impact from AI by 2030. That shows how much economic impact because companies are pushing money towards AI. World Economic Forum says 50% of employees need reskilling by 2025. And so every day you wait, your competition gets stronger. And we have extremely limited spots. Classes start April 2026, April 11, 2026. Enrollment is on, all right? And so you have that opportunity to take advantage of this. So why do we limit our enrollment? Quality control. We want to accept students who can guarantee successful and serve you very well. Personalized attention. Our classes are not thousands of people or hundreds of people because they're not classes that anybody can just pay to attend. We want to work with the best of the best professionals globally. And then that community gives you better connections. Result focus, where track every student's progress personally. We want you to win. And of course, we want our coaches to know you personally, right? So you get access to a lot of support. You have your program buddy. We reach out to you on WhatsApp. We call you, we text you, you have your emails. We guide you through the journey at every step of the way. And when we're full, right? You have to wait till whenever. And so the momentum is building. Students are enrolling in these programs. Our success stories are increasing from our students. People are getting opportunities. And of course, salary increases combined by our students have gone past $2 million globally, right? Kemi landing a job, David landing a contract, Sarah also getting promotions. Every day, people are landing opportunities. Michael, Priya, these things are happening. So the question is, will you be the next success story? And so for everyone who enrolls today, I have something for the first person who joins on this class today. The first person who joins is going to get my step-by-step playbook that took me from Nigerian immigrants to $25 million project leader. And not just that, we're going to have a one-on-one session where I give you my blueprint, the exact positioning strategy I use, my personal LinkedIn messaging, the proposal framework, negotiation scripts, relation building system, personal brand blueprint that got me in Forbes, CBC, and the rest of them. You have the opportunity to ask me any of these questions and so much more. And so for today's attendees, the first person who enrolls gets this with me, okay? If you enroll before midnight, you're also going to get a bonus. If you enroll before midnight tonight, you get a bonus of our Global Contract Accelerator. So it's a system to land international clients. Also, when you enroll before midnight, you get our international job search program. And so for every one of you, this is your opportunity. All right? So you get the proven consulting models, you get the international contract templates, cultural intelligence guide, time zone optimization, currency payment systems, all the things you need, legal protection framework, all the things you need to be able to work with clients internationally, you get that as well. And so you also get priority placement in our global opportunities board. Like I said before, anyone who enrolls, gets verified, and you join our programs, you have a verified profile on our platform, all right? You get a verified profile on our platform. So let's answer some questions some people have. And if you have any questions, start to put them in the chat. I can answer it. Any of our team members can answer it. You can also reach out to us on WhatsApp. But here are some frequently asked questions, right? I'm not technical. Will this work for me? I'm not technical. I studied accounting, all right? Not engineering. But here we are. And we have lots of students that are not technical. In fact, 70% of our highest earning students, I think more like 90% of our highest earning students are non-technical professionals. And so the strategists and consultant tracks require zero coding. We're not teaching you anything that's technical aside from learning how to use AI, which is practical. You're going to learn how to use the tools. We teach you that in class. You will leverage AI and you're not building from scratch. You're using systems and tools already in place. All right? I don't have time for another program. This is 90 days to transform your career versus staying stuck. Most students spend 3 to 5 hours per week. Compare that to 40 hours per week you're spending in a job that undervalues you. Will companies actually hire based on this education? Well, what I have to tell you is that our students are landing this job. So that speaks for itself. Plus, they have real projects that speak for themselves, not just a certificate. Many courses just give you a certificate. They have a project they can speak on. They have documentation they can show employers. I worked on this project. And so hire me. What if I can't afford the full payment? That's fine. We have 2, 3, 4 month payment plans. And so the real question is, can you afford not to invest in yourself? Because the average graduate sees 150 to 300,000 income increase within 12 months. Is this just theory or real skills? 100% practical application. So you build actual AI solutions and have a working portfolio by week 4. No theory heavy academic nonsense, straight to the point. What if I fail and don't get results? We don't want you to fail. That's impossible. So we triple guarantee our system. All right, we triple guarantee our system. We are going to help you ensure you complete the program. Our success is your success. And so we'll be reaching out to you, emailing you, WhatsApp, ensuring you get your projects done, your assignments done, everything you need. So let me paint 2 pictures for you. 6 months from now, you're still in the same job, frustrated, same income, and you'll be meaning to look into AI, but life got busy. Meanwhile, your colleague who was on this masterclass with you today just landed a remote contract with a London firm paying 3 times what you make. They didn't go to Oxford. They didn't get a visa. They got certified. They got skilled, and they got moved. Picture 2, 6 months from now, you are that person. You finished your certification in 90 days. You updated your LinkedIn. You started applying, and now you're earning dollars, pounds, euros, doing the same kind of work you do today, but with AI as your competitive advantage. Your family is proud. Your bank account looks different. Your confidence is different. So because you made that decision today, which person do you want to be? Which person do you want to be? Do you want a person who is looking at others build with AI, leverage AI, or you are the person who's going to leverage AI and land opportunities paying you globally? Put global in the chat if you are that person who's going to be earning globally. Put global in the chat. All right. So why can you trust me? Why can you trust me? I'm not some internet guru selling you dream. I'm not some Silicon Valley tech bro who's never worked in the real world. In fact, if you put my name on Google, Eno Eka, ENO, space, EKA, it's right there. Google will tell you exactly who I am and what I have achieved. So I'm the only Nigerian woman who's achieved all the things I've achieved in my career and in my business. And it's right there on Google. All right. So I'm Nigerian, like many of you who are from Nigeria. I'm African as well. I haven't been to Kenya, I've been to South Africa, been to Ghana. Hope to explore more African countries. Kenya is somewhere we're looking at. So hopefully we'll come to one of our summits there. I immigrated with nothing, just ambition and skills, built a multi-7-figure business across 3 continents, led a $25 million transformation project, the largest in Canadian credit union history, right? I've trained over 100,000 professionals with proven results. I've been featured in Forbes, CBC, CTV for my business excellence, channels, Arise, Fox News. I currently run my operations with 20 staff and AI agents. I didn't just learn about AI transformation. I've lived it, I've built it, and I've scaled it. And now I'm sharing the exact blueprint with you. So this isn't theory, it is battle-tested strategy, like battle-tested. And so opportunity ends tonight, midnight. Don't miss out our first person bonus and our midnight bonus. Don't miss that out. Start now. Take advantage now. You want to pay in full? Do that. You want to start with a payment plan? Do that. Either one works, all right? So what disappears tonight, the today only pricing, my personal success blueprint, the contract accelerator, first person bonus, guarantee support in our April cohort, and of course, our triple guarantee protection. What happens if you wait? Good question. You pay full price. You pay the full price. You miss the bonuses. You join a later cohort, or you watch others take opportunities that you could have had and stay exactly where you are while the revolution passes you by. And so the cost of waiting is massive. The cost of waiting is massive. The cost of waiting is massive. And so you already know where you need to be, tier 1, 2, or 3. Stop thinking about costs. Stop thinking about money. You have to invest. If you're going to go to school, you're going to think about the fact that I'm going to spend money getting an MBA that's not going to get me a job. And so you have to invest. Tier 1, 2, 3 are open right now for enrollment. Choose based on your current career goals, not based off of your current income, not based on your age, based on where you want to be. How much do you want to earn? Where do you want to be in the next 12, 24 months? choose the tier based off of that. All right. So there's a link in the chat right now. Click that link, speak with our enrollment specialist. She's available to help you. And of course, complete your enrollment before midnight tonight. Now, tell me in the chat if you know this is for you, right? You know this is for you. Know this program is the solution to what I've been looking for. This program is the solution to what I need right now. And I know that this is the next step for me in my career. Put next in the chat if you know that it's you. Put next in the chat. So, my wonderful people, do you have any questions? What's on your mind? Talk to me. Talk to me. And those of you watching us on YouTube, hi. Hi, everyone on YouTube. I hope this was fantastic and a great learning experience for you. And I hope you're taking advantage as well. All right? Don't forget the midnight bonuses. Any further questions? I'm very excited because the transformations that are going to happen, I know that we're going to be at the forefront because we're training a lot of people in AI, and it's just fantastic. And so when we look in the future, all the people that are going to be in the forefront in all their industries, all of them are going to be coming from business analysis school. And my shoulder will be so high because, I'm like, yeah, see them on TV, I see them on stages. I'm like, yeah, that's our alumni from the business analysis school. Yeah, that person, I taught that person, we trained that person, we help them with their certification. You're welcome, Shidi. You're welcome. You're welcome, Shidi. So, did you learn a lot today? Did you learn something new? Do you know what you need to do to start to position yourself globally? Do you know what you've been doing wrong? And do you know what's the next step for you? All right? And do you believe that you too can do it? Do you believe that you too can do it? Do you believe that? Let me know in the chat. Do you believe that you too can? Kingsley, I'm sorry. The gesture is really magnanimous. I am making calls to get on this tonight's slot for the 40% slot. I hope you do. I hope you get it. I really hope you do, Kingsley. And yes, anyone who truly knows value knows that this is huge. Like, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot you're getting for less. And this is a special. It's not something you would see again. It is a special. And so I highly, highly advise that you take advantage of it. Even if, like I said earlier, if you wanted to pay in full and get the discount, chat with Amaka, you can do a deposit, right? You can do a deposit and then pay the balance, within the next week or before the classes start. We want you to get in. Like, we want this for you. We want this for you. However, you have to invest. Your coaches are very well paid. Your staff, the systems, the tools, everything that it takes to give you a fantastic service. We want to also make sure that we're able to deliver at a high level because this is a premium program for premium professionals. Okay. Any questions? Any final questions or comments? How was the class? Did you enjoy it? Did you love it? Did you learn a lot? Do you know what you need to do right now to position yourself? Let me know in the chat, okay? We currently have our AI classes are currently running. They're currently running right now. So they're about to finish their cohorts. And so the next cohort will start, I believe, April. And so you're going to be in the next cohort, right? And you're going to be learning just like them. You're going to be learning just like them. You're going to be in class learning just like them. With our coach, who's going to be teaching you about AI, automation, and all the things. So I wanted to show you our, like for now, the people who are currently in class, they are learning a whole lot. They're learning a whole lot. This was our class that held March 14. And look at them in class.
Now, so just click on terminal. Calendar.
They're using Claude.
Email we want to make use of.
They're using Claude.
Start time is going to be now. The end time is going to be plus 1 hour. Don't use 2 hours. Don't use answer it one more time. So if you
they said just they're creating.
That's too difficult.
They're in class and they're learning how to use Claude to automate.
Like this at the end of all the process.
So it's very practical.
To follow. So I think.
Can you see my screen?
For setting up anything is done. For license is done. Now we're going to be looking at the terminal. Now before.
So did you hear? Did you see my screen? Did you hear? Let me know in the chat. So that's what you're going to, okay, Evelyn. So that's what you're going to be experiencing in class as well, all right? So I'm looking forward to seeing you in class, especially those of you who are going to be tier 2 and 3. You're going to see me in some of your sessions. You're going to see me in some of your sessions, and it's going to be a fantastic time. And so if we don't have any further questions, if you're VIP and Platinum, you can put your questions in our WhatsApp group. And then for Platinum, we're going to have a private session next week. The team will send you the details. I hope that you would attend and then use the templates. The replay will be available on Monday. All right, available on Monday. And so I'm going to leave you with one of our star students and ambassadors at Business Analyst School who I had a fireside chat with during our ambassadors induction. All right. So yeah, so meet one of our ambassadors. Mr. Olambode, thank you for being an ambassador of Business Analyst School. And so we want to get to know you. So tell me a bit about yourself.
Okay, my name is Olambode Olufobi. I have an accounting background as well. I'm a graduate of accounting from Olabisi University. Then I initially worked for the first 3 years of my life as an internal auditor, the pioneer internal auditor for Gateway ICT, one of the polytechnics in the state. So after which I began to feel the zeal and the passion with which I entered into accounting, I was beginning to feel it's too monotonous now. You have to do the same thing over and over and everything. Also, let me try some other things. What other challenging role can I take up? So that made me to try sales, marketing. So my first job as a sales and marketing was with a paint company, Dulux Paints, CPPLC in Lagos. So then I found the role is interesting because I face challenges every day, meeting clients, probably to talk them, when you have to manage and market one of the most expensive products in that brand, in that line of, Dulux Paint is the UK standard with ICI. So, and it was about the most expensive paints then. So you need to tell the client that, you finish your projects after you thought you have spent enough. We now have to tell you, okay, for this product, we probably in a particular brand, will be costing about $1 million. You have to spend about 6 million to do the same thing. But you have the value for your money in terms of durability and any other thing. So the challenge was there. I now learned how to identify and understand customers. Then to also know the avenue through which is best to hold them, to really get them committed. Sometimes I have to go through the wife of the client and, getting the sales across. So it was challenging and I found it very interesting. So since then, I've been working from one company to another in the capacity of sales, marketing, operation. So up till the time I got to know and heard about business analysis through one of Eka's video online. So then I now looked through the entire information that she shared and everything. I said, this is interesting because the fact that she started with you having to leverage on your past experience was the most encouraging part because it's like you are not actually learning anything new. We are just trying to open your eyes to see what you are doing better in a more professional way. So that was quite interesting then. To also know that she came also from accounting. I said, I think this is a part to do. So then at that time, I was out of job. So I now had to private chat her on LinkedIn. I was in this class, I did this, I said, I'm very interested in it, but this is my status for now. She said, no problem, anytime you are ready, just let us know. So when I now had an opportunity to start, I chatted about, she now gave me a link, okay, talk to this person, she'll put you through everything. So that was how I started. And I started because I was able to see something in most of the corporate setting. You see many of your superiors, sorry to say, they are not as super intelligent as you might think they are, but they only have one platform or opportunity that you don't have. So, and that's what has placed them there. Because why did I say that? I said that my last work with a particular company, they introduced the products, they were trying to push the product through, and I look at the product, analyze it, and I remembered where I've worked before, that I could take a clue from some of the things we did then. And I put up a comprehensive route to market with analysis and everything. Then I even designed a certification because I said after the training certification, we'll be giving certificate that we carry this and everything. Funny enough, not long after then, I was forcefully exited out of the company, and the company took the program live 2 years after. And that's what they're using up to today. Now, I now discover that if all of our so-called MDs, chairmen who studied abroad will not see this solution, and it has to come from me, and they have to wait after 2 years to start implementing it, then I think I need this program. That's one of the reasons why I know I needed this program. And the fact that there might be so many business analysis schools in town, but this particular one is having a foreign certification because as far as I'm concerned, it's a Canada-based school.
Yeah.
So, and it's as good as I've gone to a business analysis school in Canada. Because that's what I put on my profile. If you go to my LinkedIn, you find it, go to my CV, see it there. So that nobody will come and threaten me with a school in Harvard. Forget it. If you school in Canada, so nothing. So, and that actually, helped me in my confidence and many things. I attended an interview that was during the time we had the Lagos summit. So the interview was quite interesting. I think only 3 of us came, and I had the longest interview time. But at the end of the day, they couldn't meet my requirements because not that I couldn't meet theirs. I made theirs and surpassed it. They gave me all the job condition and everything. It was to be Pan-Africa. And you don't want to pay me over $1 million basic. With official card, with everything, but that is not what I want. The official card belongs to you. It's what I take home that is mine. So with this, I was prepared to let it go. Now, funny enough, I now began to look through. I now saw that what we had initially is not actually what is currently on ground. I started with the mind of getting a remote job, start working this and that. But some of these countries, they are not stupid. Unemployment rate is increasing in Canada, it's increasing in America. Why? Because many of the countries prefer to sort outside the country to bring the cost down. So America started with the policy. Advertise for the first 60 days. If nobody can take up the job, they can now sort outside the country. That has reduced the chances. So I said, okay, let me do something. Let me begin to try to move out. But as it is, I got an offer, which is including myself and my family relocating to Canada. So, such that even my wife has got a job too.
Wow.
So, that is what business analysis school has done. So, the testimony is endless, really. So, there are some that I don't want to let out of the cast.
Okay.
So,
Tell me.
So that's just it's quite interesting. It lets you, discover yourself better. and the confidence will be there because it's like you're able to see in and out of some of these things.
Yeah.
So that's just the little I can say.
Wow, wow, wow. Congratulations. Well, your journey has been very, very interesting. I would say. I mean, it's been many years. And exactly how we told it is how it happened. At that time, you reached out to me and said, I'm out of work right now, but I really want to do this program. You come back and say, I still want to do this program. I'm going to make it work. And he eventually did. And, your journey from then till now is, it blows my mind, honestly. And I'm glad that you're able to now see like your worth, your value, and look at where it's taking you now. I have a question for you. So I know you said you had seen the video, you knew that this is something you wanted to do, and even though at that time it wasn't convenient for you, when it was, you came through and you have blasted through. You have your CBA. You're now a board member with the IIPA here. But within the time that you were a student, still taking classes at the business school, what was the turning point inside the program, during the program, that really changed the trajectory for you? That was that moment.
To be honest, it was until we got to the practical section. Because the initial theory were just more like, oh, I hope I'm not in the wrong place. Because it's like you are trying to learn a new language entirely.
Yeah.
Everything that you refer to in the normal circular something has a specific name, which will make people know that you are a professional when you are talking.
Yeah.
So having to first need to align with all of those things, I began to look. Okay. So when we're now beginning to constitute groups, so I now discovered that it wasn't peculiar to me. So I knew that in that way, along with it. So because it was more like general comment, everybody kept saying, but the coaches kept saying, relax. When you get to the practical class, you will find your bearing. So I'm true to it. That was when everything started making sense. We are now able to really connect every of those things that were said under the theory and everything. Then one of the things that was also emphasized was that as soon as possible, try and sit for your CPAP. Because if you delay too long, the zeal that you're coming out with will begin to die down. So, and show the fact that I now triggered something that actually set me on my toes by registering for IB membership. So I know the 1 year subscription will soon last. So if I don't do it within that time, I have to renew if I want to enjoy the membership reduction of the fee. So I know it has to be done before. Then I now say, well, when should I do it? My wife's birthday is 14th February. Okay. So I said, I want to do it before her birthday, having the consciousness that I pray it goes through. So I tried, the network fluctuated. One thing led to another. I was shut out of the exam. But one thing I did, the moment I started experiencing those things, I started doing the screenshot of what was going on. So after the video was done, I sent a little mail. There was a chat box on that platform, the PSI platform. So I chatted them. They now began to tell me this is what to do, this is what to do. It took me quite some time and it cost me quite a lot because I had to call, I think, US twice, then one other country once. Normal phone call. So, and they said it would take 10 working days to be able to tell you whether you are going to be given the opportunity to reschedule the exam, or based on what you have seen, you have forfeited the fee, you have to pay. So, but under 48 hours, mine went through. So I said, that happened in Akure because currently I'm based in Akure. And I said, okay, I can't afford to risk anything anymore. Another funny thing that happened was that I prepared my generator because I wasn't even planning on relying on the power supply. Because of the duration of the exam, I know there's no way my laptop will be able to go through. So let me charge. So I started again, I changed over, the supply refused to go.
Oh my God.
I was so disturbed. I have to off the gen eventually, now rely by faith on the normal public power supply. The light did not come. until that network issue set in. And I said, village people. You will not catch me here. So that was how I now left for Ibadan. I came to meet Waid. Waid is Ibadan.
Yes, yes.
So he brainstormed and everything. We now said, okay, his place is good, but let's do something. My wife will be hearing it for the first time now. We now have to check into our hotel. And told the hotel people, this is what I've come to do.
Wow.
If your life goes off, they're going to ask to start. If anything happens, you are going to refund my money. So I now locked the room. He left me there. You know, all the normal procedures, you carry your laptop, you have to show them every cranny of the room to ensure that there's no CCTV, no any something. They ask you to open the door, they listen to the sound of the door, close it. Now at this point, shut the door, nobody comes in, nobody goes out. Bottle water, remove the brand, show them there's nothing there. I was having a smart wristwatch. I said I should remove it. So everything I was strict clean to be sure that you are not assisted in any way. Now said after all of those things, I said we can start the exam. The exam was 3.5 hours. Within 2 hours, I was done. I now had the opportunity to go through the entire question again. Okay. When that was done, I submitted and it's okay. And I thank God. That was the end. So it was challenging, and one of the things that actually helped me is this. And I used to say that you need to have, they said, business analysis about mindset. I did not want to believe I have known everything that needed to be known to sit for the exam. But I just need to persuade myself I'm in charge. And I need to reason as a business analyst and approach the person like somebody that knows what is doing as a business. Sure. That was just it.
Right. That's fantastic. That's so true. That is exactly it. That's so true. When you find yourself in that situation, you have to wear the hat. So when the question says, "Oh, you are Jane," you are Jane at that moment. So you embody it, and so you put yourself in that situation. So don't say, "Oh, where I work in JFC Nigeria Limited, this is how we do it." No, you have to embody it, and the exam make sure that you're following the frameworks. You're not deviating from the frameworks, right? You're following it, to the letter. Okay, I have another question for you. I know, there were, you had lost your job, and are there other challenges, or were there other things that may have made you to think, oh, I don't think I want to join this program, I don't think I want to join this school. Did you have any objections in your head? Because I'm sure you'd have had a lot of time to really think about it. We had a lot of chats before you eventually joined. So I just want to know, what made you keep coming back, and what made you decide that this is the school you wanted to come to? I mean, you might have so many options, all the way from Akure to Lagos. Who knows how many training institutes you may have passed, So what was exactly, the reason why, you joined? Was there anything that may have, stopped you or made you pause and think and,
Okay. Thank you so much. After I chatted with you, looking at the costs, I checked other schools. I saw them, but none of them were based in Canada or US. That's the first thing. And I am very conscious of the foreign certification. That's the truth. Because if you see what happens in corporate environments, you train some people and you still have to report to them at the end of the day because of foreign certification. So that was the first thing. And I also remember what Bishop Abiyu used to say. He said, when there's alternative, faith will not work. So I needed to gather the resources that I needed in form of information and make my decision. So what I was just waiting for was the opportunity, financial opportunity. So I think even the one I wanted to attend was that of the top leadership. Yeah. So as at that time, it was no more in the picture. I was very angry. I said, well, they said the kickstart is also good, is this and so that. I said, oh, but hope you not write kickstart on the certificate. Because the sound of thought leadership itself is something. So I thought that was going to come up in the certification. So okay, the leadership is sounding. So I now say, okay, point said, no, it's not going to be there. Because that was the person and not the faculty.
Okay.
So he said, no, it's just going to carry the school and everything. I said, okay. Then after that, is there anything that I still need to do? She was now saying, okay, once that is done, if there's any other thing. So there wasn't anything that actually happened for both. Because I had already gathered all the information to it. One of the schools I saw and checked. Yeah. I ended up meeting one of their products during this last completed IEA AGM. Okay. So that was when I met the global president. Yes. So she told me that there was no practical class. Can you imagine what we were going through for the practical class? Now somebody saying all they had were not theory stories that you need to just together yourself. And as you speak, she's working on it, trying like she really that one. When you are there's a saying, they say penny wise pound foolish. That's what I was sorted for business analysis group, it's on the side. But when you consider the benefit of being a foreign certificate school, then the value you are going to have at the end of the day, so that it's worth it. You are paying about 300 plus close to 400,000 in the place and you can't even see anything about it. So it's worth it everywhere. So there wasn't anything that actually turned me over saying I want to. Yeah, you were. I was more passionate of hope I will start before the increase in money. The more that goes up, that goes out. So let's get started as soon as possible. I love it for you. How do you feel when you got the email or the message that you were expected to be an ambassador? Yes, I felt so excited, but actually, to me, it's just a day because it's what I've been doing prior to now. Yes, exactly. I know a lot of people have spoken concerning only many who have been talking with Queen. So many others. So it's just like now officially having that app. Yes. So that I'll be able to say that I represent this brand and all of these testimonies are happening because many of these people through my school. Some of them were my past colleagues in the office. So they now getting to know that it opened the door for relocation with everything. So they can't wait to start. Well, I mean that is fantastic. Like the fact that this opened the door for each is, and if you're white, how offer already show it for you. We definitely talk after this. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you. So what would you say to? I want you to give an advice to anyone who is looking to join a business to become a business analyst. One, and then two, people who are already in the program, so think about where you the journey. What's your advice to them to help them finish and how to take some steps for continuing to get started with business and then those who are in it, so advice to those two people. I would say to them is just to pay attention in class 1, then to ensure that they get the best out of all the coaches, the best they can get out of all, because something happened while I was still taking the class, I was also making research. At the end of each class, all my jottings, I put it leveraged on AI. At the end of the day, I got 4 books, e-books produced, even before the summit that we had in Lagos. Yeah. To reach our seller. So can you imagine a student still taking class and is producing books? That's to tell you the level of commitment and everything put into it. So you know for sure that you have made up your mind before you took this step. And having gone that far, you did not come that far to fail. So give it your best shots and believe God for the rest. Yeah. So that's just what I would say. Yeah, and for someone who is,
they're trying to, they're thinking about it. Is this something that should?
Yes, it's worth it in every way. That's just the truth. It's worth it. It's worth it. I've had before now people relocating abroad and they have to still do some courses, maybe diploma course in that country and everything. Business analysis represents that diploma course.
Yeah.
Because the school is recognized by IBA. So if there's anything that will be like a form of stepping stone to actualizing that, you already have it. So there's no point wasting time. The risk of wasting time is to end up paying more for the same value.
Yeah.
So because the school will not want to peg down when the cost is going up.
Yeah.
So that's
the time value of money for sure. Finally, what do we expect from you as, a BS ambassador? What's next for you? We already know that you're leaving us here. You're leaving your friend White. But what's next for you?
Yes, next for me is to up my game. Also, then I also want to say advent because AI has always been in the picture. So it's only that AI is also extending its tentacle and growing bigger. So it's to ensure that I key into it and leverage as fast as possible. Because it gets to a point that you can see that AI thing is like it's growing. So the faster you leverage on a certain level, you're able to optimize the benefits before that level gets saturated and you move to the next. So for me, it's to up my game and add more value in terms of taking some classes, and here we go.
All right, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope that listening to Bode and hearing the experience was helpful for you and his advice. And of course, I look forward to seeing you in class. Remember, we have 3 hours until the bonus expires, midnight bonus, so don't miss out on it. Again, chat with Amaka through the link in the chat so that we can get you signed up and enrolled and secure your spot. Remember, the 40% extra discount expires tonight. Thank you. Love y'all. Thank you so much. Have a good night.